Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm honored to introduce former astronaut Vance Brand, originally from Longmont, Colorado. He graduated from Longmont High School, received his bachelor's, so like me, at the University of Colorado, a fellow CU buff. As I mentioned earlier, from 1953 to 1957, he served as a commissioned officer and a naval aviator with the U.S. Marine Corps, and he continued in the Marine Corps Reserve and Air National Guard jet fighter squadrons until 1964. He was also one of the 19 pilot astronauts selected by NASA in 1966, successfully flying on 4 space missions, logging 746 hours in space and commanding 3 shuttle missions. And we're so honored, again, by his decision with respect to the donation to Rocky Mountain National Park, and to introduce him here today in front of the committee.
Chair and committee. I'm really happy to be here and appreciate the invitation. Our Brand family seeks to donate 40 acres of mountain land which borders Rocky Mountain National Park. The beautiful undeveloped property is at an altitude of 9,000 to 10,000 feet above sea level along the eastern boundary of the park. I was born and raised as Longmont in Longmont, Colorado, not far from Rocky Mountain National Park, and spent several pleasant summers during high school and early college days working in Estes Park, initially as operator of the old manual elevator at the historic Stanley Hotel, and later as a busboy in a downtown restaurant. During days off, my friends and I enjoyed exploring Rocky Mountain National Park by making trips, which usually consisted of long trail hikes and non-professional mountain climbing. I climbed Long's Peak, the highest mountain in the park, over a dozen times. Rocky Mountain National Park gave me a lot of enjoyment and great experiences, which I'll always remember. After graduation from the University of Colorado, I spent 4 years, as mentioned, in the Marine Corps and returned to CU for an engineering degree later. After that, I went to work with the Lockheed California company in Burbank, California, as a flight test engineer, and later transferred to Palmdale as a test pilot. I signed on with NASA in 1966, traveled a lot, and never returned to Colorado to live, but continued to appreciate the magnificent Colorado Rockies. In 1967, I purchased 160 acres of the pristine mountain land bordering the park for $32,000. The 40 acres that our family is donating is located in the northwest portion of that original 160 acre parcel, about 4 miles northeast of the Longs Peak summit. The land is rugged, consisting of lodgepole pine and subalpine fir forests and grassy meadows with aspen groves. Park trails run on federal property close to the developed or the donated 40 acres. So the donated land should add to the buffer between these trails. We have seen much wildlife there nearby, including deer, elk, mountain sheep, and more. Our family camped on the property each summer, and I believe that our family instilled a love of the property into our kids. We continue to have family reunions there most years. At first, we intended to build a cabin there, But as we grew older, those desires changed. And that's partly because I traveled a lot with NASA. Now we don't want to see the property developed. That is the biggest reason that my wife, Bev, our 6 children, and I are donating 40 acres of the land to the national park. We hope that it will be preserved in its natural state and enjoyed by the American people. Also, I consider it to be payback for the many benefits that I have received by being able to live my life in our American democracy. Media in nearby cities in northern Colorado and the University of Colorado have been positive on the donation. And we've been very grateful for the support given by Senators Michael Bennet and Cory Gardner and Congressman Joe Neguse. I hope that you will consider this donation to be a win-win for the National Park Service and the American people. And thank you for letting me testify here today.
Thank you so much.